Well, we've all heard the buzzwords and we've seen a few TikTok videos, but is the social media psychology really helping you? Well, here to shed a little light on the subject is Dr. Daryl Appleton. Good morning, Dr. Daryl. You're the perfect person to talk to you about this subject that fills my mind all of the time.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to dive into this one in particular.
Yes. So we've all seen, I think we've all seen by now, you can scroll through TikTok for a while or Reels or whatever your social media of choice is. And you're starting to see people giving advice, which I think is wonderful. But it gets to a point where you're wondering if it's actually helping because are these people, in a place where they should be giving advice? And even if they are, is that helpful? Big question.
Big question. It's interesting. We're in an interesting place right now where everybody has a platform. And that comes with great stuff and some not so great stuff. And I think every lived experience matters, right? What you went through, what you're going through, it can be helpful in some context. But when we start down this rabbit hole of giving advice, there needs to be some precautions around it because not everybody knows what they're talking about. And to live something doesn't mean that you actually fully understand it or are even qualified to help somebody through it. And I find that with social media, especially now, we're starting to have a lot of validation about our bad behaviors, or we're starting to really dig into this why concept, whether it's attachment styles, whether it's trauma related. And again, like all of those things have a place and a space. But I think social media does a really good job of validating our bad behavior rather than challenging us to question it and to amend it.
Yeah, so a couple of the buzzwords that you mentioned that I'm hearing a lot on my TikTok, you know how they say, you're on parent TikTok or you're on whatever. So I'm on single life dating TikTok. And there's all these videos that come up about your attachment style and you do this and this and this, which is fun to watch because everybody loves to talk about themselves and think about themselves and how they act in the world. But is it actually helping the situation if you're identifying things? And, obviously that's just what I'm seeing. Other people are identifying, certain traumas in their life. Is it helpful to be identifying all these different things and learning all these buzzwords? I don't think it's probably not new to you, but I think it's new to a lot of people. So is that a thing that can help us get to a different place?
I think it's like if you go to a doctor and you learn you have a diagnosis of something, but you don't actually go through the treatment of it. There's something to be said about the understanding of what's happening or having questions with more information of what might be happening to you or a reason, but to not do anything about it, nothing gets fixed. So I think social media keeps us in this constant questioning phase or information gathering phase, which is great in some aspects. But without the action that's attached to it of actually figuring out what next or what to do with this, we get stuck and we just start accruing information and it keeps us from moving on, moving forward, or making changes with the information that we have.
And everything isn't, I would imagine, again, you're the expert, everything isn't one size fits all. So, you and I could have gone through a similar situation, but maybe how we need to process and deal with it might not be the same.
Oh, absolutely. This is why working with somebody, whether it's a therapist, a coach, somebody that's specifically specialized in the area that you're looking, can absolutely help, because understanding your specific lens, your narrative around this is going to be incredibly helpful with the action steps that you need to take versus what I would need to take. So there's something to be said about really doing your work and taking things that might pique your interest or might allow for further exploration and bringing them somewhere with someone who is supportive, who knows what they're doing. Because when you open Pandora's box, having somebody alongside you that knows how to put everything back nicely and neatly, or maybe a little bit messy at first, that is something that's incredibly important. Because we do find that when people go down this path of self-exploration with no one to help guide them, sometimes we get lost and it can end up making things worse rather than better. And I would argue that's defeating the purpose.
Absolutely. And we're going to dig more into that trauma response in our next segment. So you'll want to stick around for that. But for today, great advice as always. Thank you, Dr. Joe, for joining us here on The Road Show.
Thanks for having me.